Welcome to the RVMan LP Exhibition, episode 71, and this time we're taking on the Big Bad Booty Daddy, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Yeah, he started that here. It's even on the back of his tights right now. Oddly enough, if you actually choose Scott Steiner's second player, it'll actually go to the original Scott Steiner before he had the transformation. But ever since the NWO days, he has been referred to as that for as Big Papa Pump and the Big Bad Booty Daddy for a long time. Oh yeah, and Freakzilla too. Scott Steiner is better known as one half of the greatest tag team in wrestling, which is the Steiner brothers. Okay, the second greatest. I still think Harlem Heat's better. Anyway, Scott Steiner betrayed Rick Steiner, and oh, I just got Steiner line. How messed up. Anyway, Scott Steiner betrayed Rick Steiner and joined the NWO. And ever since then, he has been a prominent player in the NWO as being one of the top heels in WCW. He even led the NWO when Hogan retired. And he also has won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. But he was also involved in some pretty bad matches, as well as some good ones. Probably the most memorable match that he was involved in was the match with him and Sid Vicious. For those of you who don't know about Sid Vicious, and of course, Scott Steiner, there was a match involving the two. Ooh, Sting landed really badly on that one. Anyway, there was a match involving the two where Scott Steiner would try to do a missile dropkick from the top rope, and Sid tried to counter him with a kick. Well, it landed on Scott Steiner, but at the cost of Sid's leg. Sid's leg had a compound fracture 3 inches out of his skin. And to make things worse, the guy tried to snap it in place and continue the match. That was, without a doubt, one of the most gruesome matches that Scott Steiner has ever had in his career. I mean, even Tony Schiavone threw up, and not many things actually could make Tony Schiavone throw up. But Scott Steiner was also involved in other factions in WCW. He has been involved in the original NWO, a revamped version of the NWO where Hulk Hogan and Nash came back together, and he ended up being involved in Jeff Jarrett's NWO. Probably the worst one of the bunch. After all, Jeff Jarrett's leading the NWO. Meanwhile, I'm about to pull off one of Scott Steiner's deadliest moves, the Steiner Screwdriver, which of course, he rarely pulled off in 1998. And with that, Scott Steiner has been defeated. Only 3 more matches left, with the third and final match being Goldberg. We have a long way to... Well, we don't really have a long way to go. But I will say this. I'm taking a week hiatus because school and my hobbies and work is all starting to clash. So, the next time you'll see me, in part 72, I will have this uploaded a week from now, or everything else. This is RVMan 985. See you guys next time.